going on, Jerome's? So, of course, we know the most accurate power rankings in the known universe drops on Wednesdays. But, of course, Tuesday, we like looking around, taking the temperature of the national media Jabroni haircuts, and just seeing new ways that the media invents to disrespect the Vikings, right? So the Vikings 12-2, the best start since 1998. They're tied for the second best record in the National Football League. They're fourth in point differential. Vikings playing some inspired football right now, and also the Lions. The Lions got issues right now, and the Vikings look to be in the driver's seat in the NFC North division, as well as in the hunt for the 1 seed. But hey, so the Vikings, so the Chiefs are having issues too. Mahomes having that high ankle sprain. So just imagine the world. The Vikings go 15-2. Chiefs drop a couple games. Eagles lose to the Commies. Vikings win the NFC North. They have the 1 seed and the best record in the National Football League. I can't wait to see those power rankings because they'll still have the Vikings at 5. They'll find a way. Yeah, it's like Jurassic Park. Life finds a way. But ESPN, the worldwide bleeder of viewers, Vikings at 5, staying put. Biggest improvement, Jordan Addison's play, blah, 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 blah. Addison's playing good. All right, but basically, they're finding there's only one of the power rankings that we looked at that have the Vikings above the Lions. It's not the one that you think. You're going to be surprised. But also, there's a fistful of them that have the Packers above the Vikings as well. The Athletic is absolutely pathetic. What the hell is going on here? So first off, we pay for a subscription, and then you still put ads in it. You guys are worse than Peacock. Anyways, Vikings last week were at 3, and somehow they dropped down 2 spots. The Vikings were downgraded 2 spots after beating the Bears' ass at home in prime time. The Vikings are 12-2. MVP Justin Jefferson. Sorry, Sam Darnold. We're going to go with the more proven commodity here. Jefferson, second league, receiving with 12.43. He has a chance. Blah 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 blah. But they have the Lions at 3 and the Packers at 4. Sure. Okay. Keep going with that. CBS Sports. Pete Prisco getting shorty. Still has the Lions at 4. The defense just isn't good enough. That could be the undoing for this dynamic offensive-led team. And the loss to also the fact that Jared Goff is the most irrelevant quarterback in the National Football League. He threw 5 touchdowns. They lost. He threw 5 picks against the Texans, and they won. It's almost like he literally does not matter. The loss to the Bills exposed the defense, and now they have more injury losses with defense tackle Lee McNeil. And corner Carlton Davis is a shame. Also, they lost Montgomery, likely for the season as well. Vikings at 5. It was a little disjointed against the Bears. Oh, is this disjointed? The 30-12 blowout win where the Bears didn't get in the end zone until garbage time against the Vikings backup defense. Oh, a little disjointed. Now, admittedly, it was, but let's not act like this wasn't a blowout. Let's not act like this wasn't an ass whooping on national television. But they just keep on winning. They face a tough road game at Seattle this week as they eye the potential division title. Whatever. We're going to Seattle, burning down Vikings West, and go from there. Yahoo! Vikings at 5. This one pisses me off, too. The Vikings took a 10-0 lead and hit cruise control. Oh, they hit cruise control. Knowing the defense wasn't going to give the Bears too much. It wasn't the prettiest game, but a 12-2 record. They hit cruise control when they led 10-0, but they ended up winning 30-12. Cruise control. It's pathetic. Like I swear to Christ, I don't even think that these idiots watch the games. I really don't. Sports Illustrated, if they're not taken over by AI yet, Vikings at 5, dropping down 1 spot from 4. A fitting tribute for Justin Jefferson, Chris Carter, Jake Reno, the manner of Vikings legend, Randy Moss, Monday Night Football. Get well soon. All right, so, but dropping down 1 spot, still behind the Lions. Yeah, okay. USA Today. So this one should piss you off too. So you got the Lions still at 3. Despite all the injuries and despite them being paper tigers. Then you got the Packers at 4, leapfrogging the Vikings somehow. Okay. And then the Vikings at 5. Like the Lions, they also control the path to NFC North crown. One that could end with a winner-take-all game in Detroit Week 18. And the way things are trending, the Vikings look increasingly poised to pillage. It's not going to be winner-take-all Week 18. I actually think that the Lions lose to the Bears. On Sunday at Soldier Field. I think they could lose to the Niners on Monday night, Week 17. So the Vikings may actually be resting their starters because they secured the division and potentially the 1 seed, depending on what happens with Philly, Week 17. Not saying, I'm just saying. Then you have a Pro Football Talk. So the one power ranking that we came across that has the Vikings ahead of the Lions is Florio. Freaking Florio. Also, it had to hurt him. It had to be like a root canal for him to put the Vikings above the Lions, just give them a modicum of respect. So the Vikings up from at number 4. They have a shot at the first 15-win season since Random Mouse's rookie year. And the Lions, next man up, mean old Mother Hubbard. There's no one in the cupboard. And it does suck for the Lions to have a season derailed by injury. But guess what? The Viking season was derailed by injury last year, too. I mean, no one was feeling bad for the Vikings when Jefferson missed 7 games with the hamstring. Kurt popped his Achilles on the stupid Lambeau turf, Lambeau Field garbage grass. And then the Hawkinson getting his knee socially distanced from the rest of his body by Dirty Kirby Joseph. Like, no one's feeling bad, right? And the Vikings have had injuries too. But guess what? Depth matters. Adjustments by the coaching staff matter. So your props to the coaches, props to Kwesi. Vikings are riding this thing out. Then NFL.com last week, Eric had Vikings staying at 5 because why not? Because the Lions just lost to the Bills in a final score that was not indicative of how one-sided that game was. And they have all the injuries. They have no defense. They lost half of Sonic and Knuckles, and the Vikings are just getting stronger every single week. But yeah, let's just ignore all that. It was like, keep the Vikings at 5, sure. The defense set the tone in the first half with 2 turnovers on down, and a strip sack by turnover on downs, and a strip sack by Jonathan Grenard that sent a tremor through U.S. Bank Stadium. And the offense scored after all 3 stops, giving Minnesota a 13-0 halftime lead. Chicago kept hanging around in spite of the mistakes as Sling Sam Darnold threw a second quarter pick and found himself in the third quarter funk. No mention that was on a 4th down, and they actually got the Vikings like an extra 15 yards of field position because Tyreek Stevenson is too stupid that he didn't know just to knock it down and save the Bears some field position. But I have a chance to get an interception on 4th down. Cool. Bedard ripped a beautiful pass to Justin Jefferson, set up the Aaron Jones touchdown. The Vikings cruised from there. This was another statement victory against a Minnesota team dawdled around against and almost lost to in Chicago. It was the Vikings' 7th straight win, giving them more positive momentum heading into the tough final slate at Seattle versus Green Bay at Detroit. They keep saying that this final slate is tough. All 3 of these teams have to play the Vikings. Not saying, I'm just saying it's a big game because we in it. With Detroit ailing at the top and the top seed still within reach. What do you mean within reach? Minnesota's confidence has to be soaring. So it's okay. But honestly, it was really odd because the Vikings were downgraded, demoted in a bunch of the power rankings. They were downgraded in Sports Illustrated. They were downgraded in CBS. They were downgraded in The Athletic by 2 spots. Like, how do you win by 18 and you drop from 3 to 5? It's whatever at this point. All right, but your thoughts are thoughts. Looking around the national media Jabroni haircut atmosphere where the Vikings are stationed in various power rankings. Let us know your thoughts, our thoughts, comment section. You guys know what to do. Skull, production value.